One unofficial ritual, which is basically me panic calling Vedika the day
God.
before or the days before, saying, "Oh my God, you think everything is okay? Is it all going to go fine?"
turn out.
And the people turn out, and her job is always to pacify me.
So by the way, I'm the nervous one. Yeah. So even in this 2015 show that is tanked, I'm pacing, and Devika's coming to me again and again. You have to act confident. You have to act like nothing has happened. Take that expression off your face. I'm like, okay. And then suddenly she comes back, and I'm like, oh, we're not done so well. Suddenly comes back, we will go to Lodi. Okay, great. This influencer has also done your exhibition or your brands, and then 5 others.
Right.
So for a typical consumer, the mindset is, okay, but wait, she's getting paid to do this. So how should I trust her that the quality is great, or this is a good brand, or
that's
this
a good
exhibition
point.
is great?
So Indian winter wear. Where
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah.
it? I
Doesn't
wanna know
exist.
Why? Why doesn't
Yeah.
it exist? Don't we have winters? And we have majority of our weddings in winter.
In the winter.
How important it is to choose your right
man.
positioning. Is it perfect to be outside? Is it good to be inside? Is it supposed to be inside in the center? Is it supposed to be the corner?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be near the trial room? Is it supposed to be near the bathroom?
Yeah.
Guys, spill it. What is it supposed to be?
We have stopped deciding. We decided to keep our
Okay.
peace of mind
Okay.
and release the layout, which we were not doing for the longest time. And
Okay.
honestly, the weeks before the show, we would be like, oh, okay, so this is Indian. Oh, now this is Western. Okay, now we have
Okay.
to have this, in the third
So now what
thing.
do you guys do?
Now we just let people block. We're very mindful that we don't put 3 Indian brands in a
Got it.
row,
So
or
if
we
they're,
won't
if
put
they're
3.
like too Indian, then we'll mark it blocked on the layout, so
Yeah.
they can't pick it.
So
like,
that
or if
we're
there
a
is like a
bit
jewelry,
careful.
like a silver jewelry
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
If the next stall is also being picked by silver jewelry, we'll say it's
We'll
sold
tell
out.
them that, take this
Okay.
location
But
or
we let
whatever, but
everyone
otherwise we
choose
let
because
them
also
choose.
as per pricing categories.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
they have
So you
the
still
ease.
give the freedom to
The
your...
We've
freedom,
started
yes, we
giving it
started.
now.
Oh, you didn't do that?
No,
at
no,
all?
not until last
And
year.
it was
Really?
Priyanka, the most
Until
like,
last year,
it
we
was
used to
a
select the
war in
stall, we
morning.
used to do our placements.
Literally.
Maybe
yeah.
you guys are just nice to me. I got to pick my table.
Yeah, you got privileges.
I don't think we can say this out on the record. Priyanka, please edit
It was 10 years ago.
Guys, it was one table. It was one table
Yeah.
10 years ago. Devika, come on.
No,
Let's
but we
just
went
put
through
it-
this. We tried to allocate and all, and then the morning of the show, oh my god. But I am in the corner, and
Okay.
I am not on the left of the hall. I
Right.
only want to be on the left and
And
Vastu
especially
and
for,
something. And
yeah, but actually I want to move it here because especially for outstation vendors, this will be huge. But they don't know Ashoka and Hyatt like we do as Delhi.
But I
Lights.
think
So how does
now
that
I
work?
think there are some set criteria that
Okay.
good brands want in terms of like a location. So
Yeah.
obviously the stalls in the main banquet area sometimes are more desirable. More like as soon as you enter to the left is a little more desirable than the right side. But it's opposite for us because in Calcutta our layout is so different. Sometimes the pre-function works better than the banquet. In
Delhi,
the banquet
may
work
work
better
better,
than
yeah.
that. So it's very different. But one thing that Vedika and I are very particular about, firstly, is that we do we vet each and every single application ourselves. Every entry, whether there are like 500, 700, 800 or whatever, we go through everything together.
Yeah.
Everything is picked on the basis of the various buckets that we have.
Got it.
And eventually, we do the stall allocations in a way that, brands can choose a category, a price category or a size category that they want, and then we try and allocate the spaces because you don't want similar brands next to each other.
Of course.
We always alternate Western Indian, and Indo in between. Jewelry is never together, or even if they are together, they're very different. So we try and do that layout ourselves because there's going to be nothing worse than having 2 or 3 brands that do the same exact
thing at the
things
same
right
line.
next to each other, and then customers are comparing products between stalls.
But then tell me,
So-
like, what to Mannat's point, do you get flack from?
No, so we
when,
actually
like,
share the
designers?
stall numbers with
in
the
advance.
brands in
Okay.
advance. And
But we
then
decide
before
that
the
stall number,
before
yeah.
the show, we tell them that this is your stall number, and they anyway, like before they say yes to us, they have the full floor plan in which all the categories are mentioned, the stall numbers are
So then
mentioned.
what if they
even
don't like it?
Even if they don't pick the stall number, they pick the category. So we assign them something in their desired category. So then there's
Okay.
nothing not to like.
But but you don't get them coming back at you saying, no, listen, can you move my stall
They
here?
do. We do
I'm
get
sure they
that.
do.
Like on setup day, there will be like
Yeah.
a brand calling up and be like, okay, can you move our stall? Can you move our table? But then we explain it to them, that the other place has already been assigned to another brand.
Yeah.
And they've already started the setup. So it's not possible
See,
for
I
us
think
to
when
move
you're
last
in a
minute,
50 brand setup, you can
Yeah.
still do this and
Yeah.
pay attention to, or like do the stall allocations yourself.
Yeah.
When you're doing 4 shows a year and doing 100 brands at each show,
Yeah.
I think your mental sanity is like more dear to
actually simpler to do the allocation yourself because you exactly know where to put who. When we're booking somebody, we know this place.
But then
will
you have
be,
100 people to answer to
but
when
in
they
the
come to
on
you.
the day of that
Yeah.
morning, it's
ulta.
not
It's-
possible.
there's
It's not possible
No,
because
for us, I mean, they know their stall number in advance.
advance,
It's, yeah, it's
yeah.
communicated
The
much in
morning,
advance.
yeah.
As soon
Yeah,
as
but they may
almost
know it. No,
a
but
week
even
into
on a
booking
layout,
their
but
When
even on a
stall.
you
layout,
not
you realize that ye gali itni
But
choti
that's
hai.
not
That's
right.
what. So
Yeah.
that does happen.
Yeah.
Like there will
Yeah.
be an odd brand which
Yeah.
will come and say that they want their stall changed, but there will
Correct.
only be like one person.
Yeah,
Might not
it's-
even be
it's-
every
yeah,
time.
it doesn't happen every time, and it
But
doesn't
we
happen
obviously can't
often
change
enough.
the
Yeah,
stall.
you
Like, how
can't
can you
change
change
it.
the
You
stall
can't.
last
And then
minute?
eventually
Yeah.
the brand will end up doing really well, and then
And
they'll
then
want to
we'll
book
hang
that
out.
stall
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
for the
Next
next
time.
show. You
And
know.
that
Yeah.
also you
Yeah.
cannot do.
I
That
mean,
also
sometimes
we
you
try
can. We
not
try to
like,
avoid.
we try
you
to
know.
like rotate
Yeah,
the
yeah.
spaces and give
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that everyone gets a
Yeah.
chance, and there's no set, there's like no favoritism in terms of like the
Yeah.
stall.
Mostly your shows happen at the Hyatt.
In Delhi, yes,
Yeah.
they
In
happen
Delhi,
at the
right?
Hyatt.
So
yeah.
they happen at the Hyatt. So in Hyatt, there's not one this thing that listen this corner to always does well, no matter who you
I think
put
it's
here.
very balanced.
I think so,
yeah.
and lucky for us, I mean, the pre-function and the banquet
They
both have
both do
worked
really
really,
well.
really
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I mean, like, initially we would think that, oh, you know what, the banquet is where, the action's at. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, sometimes the brands in pre-function end up doing way better than the ones in banquet even,
Yeah.
So I think each time is different. And lucky for us, I mean, our layouts are very open. In fact, we've had brands tell us that, oh my God, we love the layout of your
Yeah.
show because it's so open.
Open.
It's so spacious. I
cramped at
think,
all.
you
Yeah,
know,
people
because you've come.
appreciate
Yeah.
So I think people appreciate our layout, and I think that gives enough space for
I think there's-
everyone to do well.
I think there is maybe a little bit of science involved in trying to put some of the popular brands outside. I feel
It's a
Because when
mix.
you do
It's
that,
a mix.
It's a
We
mix.
don't do
Yeah,
that
it's a
usually.
mix.
It's
To
a
be
mix.
honest,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
it's all,
mix.
it's all,
Yeah.
it's all
It,
just
and it
I
all
feel like
works.
all the brands that
Algorithm of
exhibit
Instagram.
at
It
our
is.
fab.
It
Yeah.
really
We
is.
don't feel like
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it
particular-
Exactly.
We
every
feel like
show.
all the brands that are exhibiting with us are fab, honestly. Like
Genuinely,
handpicked
we
each and
handpick
every
it.
one
Of
of
course,
them.
you guys are
So there's not
curating
one
it.
that's more popular than the other in
Okay.
our eyes, you know.
Okay. No,
So-
I'm not talking about a brand that's popular. I'm talking about a position. I'm not talking about the brand at all. I'm saying that in Hyatt, when you enter the hall, like the corner right. I'm just giving you an
Yeah,
example. I'm not
yeah,
saying guys the corner right is more
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying that the corner right stall, no matter who you put there, no matter the brand, that positioning always has worked out. Have you ever thought of it like that, or has there?
I mean, of course, there are a few like locations that are more desirable than the others.
Sure.
But I think because of our open layout, and I mean open when I say like our spacious
you mean.
layout,
Yeah.
and because of the curation of the brands, I think it has
sort of
always
works out.
worked
Even
out
like
well.
some of
You
the
know.
corner brands have like
Have
killed
done-
it.
yeah.
yeah.
And then they'll
So-
want that stall only next
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And we're very happy. We're like, please take it.
Let's talk about rituals. Pre-show rituals and post-show rituals. I know I've had them as an exhibitor. So I want to know what you guys have. What are your rituals before the show and after the show?
I don't think we have any like.
I think it's only
rituals.
no particular ritual. I think it's just this
It's,
one call the night before. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Of course.
And then
Yeah.
it's just in the morning. Whoever reaches first, acha, is everything okay? All under control. It's more for us. It's after the show.
I
After
just
the
know
show.
that on the day of the show, you guys are always wearing something, and people are always like, "What is this? Where is
Yeah.
this?"
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
always
Which stall
saying,
number?
"Give this
Yeah.
number."
There's been a time where I
This
have
happens to you
changed.
guys
There's
too?
been a time where I've changed outfits 10 times at an exhibition. I'm not even exaggerating on the
Yeah,
number. I've
it
changed
happens.
outfits 10 times because each time I wore something, someone
They
bought
want
it.
Yeah.
But this happens.
So,
This
yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
happens.
This happens
Yeah.
to me when I am trying something in a stall.
Correct.
It's always like ye kya hai, ye kahan se, and it's literally
it
in the
happens.
front.
So
Yeah.
for the longest of time, Mannat wo main Sara because she
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
exhibit,
Yeah.
and I would not wear a brand because I would find it. I would again be like, oh my god, who to pick, who not.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just cannot write, and I do not have the stamina to
Yeah.
justify myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not just so till the time Vasa didn't come
Yeah,
into
of
inception.
course.
I would just not. So my ritual, I did have a ritual. I would always go to Ogan Malcha and pick up my outfit for the show. That was my ritual.
So
till-
before the show.
Before
And
the
what
show.
about after the show?
after the
So
show.
during the show, Devika and I have this thing. Every few hours, we have certain times that we'll keep doing our rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll keep making notes and putting it on the group. This is good. This is not good.
And we
this can
always
be
get out for like
improved.
10 minutes for a coffee.
Yeah.
At 4, at 5.
And we'll
whenever.
already be discussing the next show.
Yeah, and
What
10
do we
minutes
have to
we'll
do?
get
That's
out.
amazing because
Yeah.
Vedika and I mean, we have to be there every minute of every
We're
hour
very
during the
hyper.
show. We
Yeah.
are there.
No,
And
but
then-
tell me about your rituals before the show and after the show.
I
What do
think
you
we
girls
don't
do?
really
I
have
think-
a ritual, but
no,
we,
I think
we
that-
always take a photo with the TDM sign outside.
I mean,
I mean
that's
that's the
the
only
obvious stuff.
no, no,
That's
no.
the social stuff.
There is
Yeah.
one one unofficial ritual, which is
Okay.
basically me panic calling Vedika
my
the day
God.
before or the days before, saying, "Oh my God, do you think everything is okay? Is it all going to go fine?"
turn up.
And the people turn up, and her job is always to pacify me. So I think that's kind of become like an informal ritual.
But I am so shocked. You
But-
guys don't have a post-show ritual.
Post show, we both sit and then we have like a full meeting.
Of course, I mean,
It's all of
that.
that.
I think
we-
in Calcutta she's always staying at my place, so we have like a Mexican meal.
Yeah, I think at the end of
that's
a
our
celebrate,
ritual,
yeah, like a
and then
post
we're like having a conference with like a round table conference
with the family, with her family, just
with my
discussing, you know,
in-laws,
what's
discussing,
happening.
yeah.
No, but in
Nice,
all,
that's fun.
but yeah, but in
Yeah.
all seriousness, I mean, of course, I mean, it's, I mean, I couldn't, I mean, sorry if I'm getting emotional or anything, but I really couldn't have done any of what I do without her and
Yeah, but
her
you-
calming my
it's really
nerves.
difficult,
So
actually. It's very difficult for those
Yeah.
who do the shows alone.
Yeah.
You know, to be
Yeah.
able to pull this whole thing
Oh, yeah.
together.
100%.
Because
But
it's-
now talking
because-
about teamwork, like when you guys working as a team,
Yeah.
you know, you guys are also friends,
Yeah.
and it is
Yeah.
a situation, right,
Yeah.
where you feel like, but obviously you guys have emerged from that.
Correct.
You know what? So now I want to know, what is it that Mannat that you take care of exclusively or collectively? How does it work? How does the team work?
So I look more at the things like the screening, the layout, etc.
Okay.
So you know, like the daily micromanagement.
Okay.
And of course, in terms of planning, strategizing this, that, they, because their decor is, of course, it's
Of
all
course.
her baby.
Yeah.
And overall show outlook, I would say, would be. So I'm more on the back end in terms of the
Okay.
selection of the brands. How do we want to do the layout? You know, what categories do we want to do this time? What are we
Yeah.
focusing on? Things like that.
And
So
what about
she's
you?
the micro girl, I'm the macro girl.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
it's very
To put
defined.
it very
All
simply.
macro aspects
Yeah.
is me. All micro aspects is her. So,
So like
I
the
don't
decor of the show, the concept
the decor,
of the
the
show.
concept, the strategizing. You know, like this year we're going to other cities.
Yeah.
The
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
What cities is Yellow Blossom going to?
You'll
will
know
find
soon.
out
soon.
you guys don't want to tell. You will know soon.
Well, we did Ludhiana last year.
Yeah.
We tested waters with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And while we'd heard that, you know, it can be a difficult market, but we were very thrilled. We
Okay.
were received really well.
Yeah.
So this year's Ludhiana.
Ludhiana's big
Ludhiana
shoppers.
is in coming
Good
up in
shoppers,
March.
big shoppers.
Yeah.
So Ludhiana
Yeah.
is in March, and we
Okay.
have other cities which will
Okay,
be
then.
out in
Yeah.
the peeps.
Now I'm gonna start missing some because I can't be there.
Yeah.
Unless you guys fly me down and all, then I don't know. What about you guys? How does the teamwork happen? Do you handle?
So we
a
actually
few things
divided
in-
city-wise
Yeah.
because it's
Okay.
easier. Like
Okay.
Vedika living in Calcutta, so she handles the whole Calcutta show logistics and everything, and I do Delhi. Of course, the curation we work on
Curation
jointly.
together,
And I think I think I probably, I mean, social media is one aspect where I possibly look into a little more,
little bit
but I think everything is pretty.
It's pretty
Pretty-
balanced.
yeah, pretty
honestly.
balanced,
We
yeah.
don't have like a finance, marketing.
No, nothing
divide
like that. I mean, yeah. We've just kind of
mostly do
segregated it,
just the
city-wise,
logistics
yeah.
part we've segregated city-wise, and everything else we
Which
do
makes
together.
sense.
Yeah,
because that's
exactly,
a-
exactly.
Okay, there's a couple of things that only happen at an exhibition. And we all know them, but we just want to quickly go by them, and I want to see what you girls have to say. So, what percentage overall do you think shoppers, what percentage of shoppers come for time pass, and what come to actually shop?
I think only 20% at our shows would be time pass.
Would be time
I was
pass.
going to say the same. Like 80 to 90% are serious shoppers.
Are serious
Yeah.
shoppers. Okay. And which category in your shows do you think judges the footfall the most?
Indian wear?
Is judging the footfall. You
Or the
agree with
brands that do multiple shows.
that? Nice one. What about you guys?
I think in Calcutta, Western wear, in Delhi,
No, I think she said that which category judges
The footfall
the
of the
footfall
show.
of the show.
yeah, so Western does like really well in Cannes.
No, she.
No, I'll tell you. So the question is, which category judges the footfall? So
Oh,
like,
okay,
it's
okay.
always the footwear guys who are like, dude, there's no
Oh,
footfall, or there's this
wow.
footfall, or
Nothing
something.
like that
Yeah.
for
Nothing
us.
like
Nah,
that for
nothing
us,
like that
yeah.
for us.
You don't
Nothing
think
like
there is
that.
a
No.
certain category?
I think everyone judges
yeah.
footfall
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and
So, have you thought of brands that you really thought would do really well? You backed them, and then you thought they would kill it, but they didn't.
yeah, I think so. There have been a couple, and usually, I mean, it's a very straightforward revenue model, and there have been a couple brands that we thought, we
Would
would
do
work
well.
on we thought we would work on a commission basis because that's their model of working, and we thought we'll take that risk. I mean, we'll just take a chance because there's such a well-known brand and it tanks. So.
But it's cute. It's interesting you say that. But how do you do the financials and the billings of that? Like you have to
That's
keep a
what-
check on
That's
that.
Yeah.
exactly,
So we've
exactly.
never
That's
kept
always a
check,
question
but we've
mark.
heard from other brands that people.
It's open
like-
to a lot of
yeah.
interpretation
Yeah.
and misinterpretation
Yeah.
rather.
We've just
so.
gone by trust and been like whatever you tell us, but somehow it works out exactly to the stall cost.
Or sometimes under as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know,
we haven't done it too many
Yeah.
times to really form an
yeah,
opinion.
maybe like
but
3 or 4 times in the last
You
5
give
years.
it the benefit of the
but
doubt
yeah.
because of the size of the brand.
Yeah,
or the-
yeah.
Okay, all right. What about you guys? Brands that you thought would kill it and you backed them up to, and then they didn't.
Yeah, always.
Some of
Yeah.
the biggest names that
Why
we
do you think
back.
that happens? Because obviously you guys are experts and you've picked the brand and everything.
Yeah.
So what has happened there that you felt?
Because there are always underdogs that overachieve, and there are always, the brands that have this perception around them
That
that
they
they're
don't actually
actually not
perform.
performers.
Got it. Interesting. The strangest reason that a brand has backed out last minute. Funniest reason, strangest reason, whatever you have.
I think this one time somebody was like, I had a dream, and Guruji came in my dream and said no.
No.
Yeah.
There is no way we can beat that. So
Yeah,
don't even
we
bother
don't-
asking
don't
us.
ask us.
Please
Literally,
don't
like,
ask us.
Guruji came in my dream and said no. And much as I'm a God believer, I'm not an atheist, but I was like, if Guruji came in your dream and asked you to like jump off the cliff, would you do that? But yeah.
Fair enough. Wow, that is. I don't even know what to say. What about you guys? We'll just have your answer. It's fine.
I
You
mean,
don't
we've
have
had
to
only very regular excuses like
Yeah,
wedding in the family, not
No,
well,
like someone's
surgery.
hospitalized,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
usual,
Nothing-
and then you
nothing
have
strange,
what can
yeah.
you do?
Nothing
You
strange,
know?
okay,
We
okay.
always have contingencies in place. So
Yeah. Okay. So now the biggest illusion that people have about running an exhibition.
That it's very glamorous.
Okay.
Yeah.
that it's so easy and it's such a fun
Yeah.
job. I mean, it is. We love what we do, but at the end of the day, it is a lot of work.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot of
There's so
work,
much
yeah.
that can go on. I mean, no matter how well prepared you are, there can always be a curveball at the the last moment, or no matter how well prepared you are, there'll always be a new challenge.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot harder than it seems.
Yeah. Do you
I
agree
think
with that?
also people believe that the exhibition business is like this money-making machine. They don't realize how much we actually put into it also financially. There's so many costs involved you can't even imagine.
For me, the biggest illusion is they think we get clothes for free.
Huh.
I mean,
you must be buying
every
everything
time,
for free
every
or a
time
discount.
I'm wearing something, I'm only wearing either Yellow Blossom or Vasa because also convenience. Like I only shop 4 days in a year in Delhi, Yellow Blossom days, or from the store. But in Yellow Blossom, you don't get anything free. We have had exhibitors who've not even given us a discount, and neither have we asked, just out of dignity. Like there is nothing you get free.
I mean, there have been brands who've randomly gifted us things because they've been
yeah,
very
of course,
happy.
yeah.
But yeah,
That
you don't get
happens.
anything
But
for
when
free.
you go
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
when you go and you want to buy those,
Yeah, they'll never be like, no, take it for
yeah,
free.
just
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
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 Tell me something. Both you guys, both the teams here, do only one-day shows, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I was gonna say like if there are 2-day shows, that what does day 2 look like between day 1?
Never
But
done
no,
it, never
that's
tried
not
it,
happening. Okay. So now tell me, do you agree that an average product can sell well purely also based on with I guess supplemented by good stall design? Do you feel that way?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you
yes.
think it can happen?
It
An
can
average product can sell
Yes.
better purely because of the look and feel
We've
of the
had
stall?
sometimes we've had surprise, like almost like, and we never thought this brand would perform.
Yeah.
And they have outshined,
Oh yeah?
some of the bigger names.
Yeah, can we have that name? Hey, they've outshined, they've done well. There's all positive stuff, no?
I mean,
Which one?
which there's so many of them, no? Like, I never thought
Like in 1101.
1101, like
Yeah.
that dress brand, right?
Yeah,
1101,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, like
It was
1101.
1101
Yeah.
selling dresses, like a low price point. I was like, how are they going to recover their stall cost?
Yeah.
They're selling garments worth 1,500, 3,000.
Yeah.
And they were like, when's your next edit? And I'm like, are you sure? we take upfront payment.
You're sure you'll be able to
It
manage
could
it.
actually there's so many different brands across categories, right? It could be somebody. So the most random thing, the most basic item is food,
Yeah.
right? We have this brand that's with us every time called Chokha Foods.
Yeah.
And it's basic. It is
Yeah.
your mixtures and your pappers and stuff.
Yeah.
But the way they sell,
Yeah.
you know, we feel that this is like half of it is like homemade stuff. A lot
Yeah.
of the thing, like, oh, you know, okay,
Yeah.
we initially when we got there, we're like, yeah, okay, good variety.
Yeah.
But the
And like
lines
the
and
item, the price
the way
point
they
is
sell it
100,
is-
200, right?
Yeah.
So they're affording the same space
Against
that
all
somebody,
recovery.
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
is selling accessories worth 3 to 10,000, and they're wanting to come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Nice. Do you guys have anything like that? Do you think that an average product?
So we don't usually allow too much of stall decor. So I think
Okay.
like it doesn't really imply to us in that sense.
Why
But
don't
of
you allow
course-
it?
No, it's not that. It's not that we don't allow anything like that. It's just that, I mean, us, you know, I mean, not that
I mean, we don't
allow,
have brands
yeah.
doing like so much
Yeah,
decor, or anything that,
like that.
you
It's
know, the
just-
space would outshine the product.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? Like,
no,
okay.
nothing like that.
But of course, we've had like you're saying a food brand. We've had a food brand like do
Oh, yeah, you
crazy
have-
numbers last
they
time.
had to-
Yeah, stock up like 3 times or something.
Yeah.
They sold
Yeah.
some 2,000 packets, and it was literally like $200-300 like you're saying, and it was
Correct.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was no like stall decor or anything. It was
Yeah.
a low
Okay.
price item, but
Yeah.
they sold a lot.
But they
Yeah.
sold a lot. It was probably something to do with their taste, obviously. because
Yeah,
then
yeah. It was
something
like
very yummy.
non-fried,
And then people
healthy
are so
snacks,
hungry
yeah.
at exhibitions too.
Yeah, true.
all the
I think the
shopping.
one or two
Yeah.
odd food brands always end up
Always
doing
do
well
well,
because
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
they want a snack. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, do you think people remember stall names, or do they just remember stall numbers? Because every time I'm walking around an exhibition and they're like, come to stall 63. And I'm always wondering, why don't you tell them the name? But
Yeah.
obviously the number is easier to follow.
It is.
But do you think that
yeah.
people take back stall names with them? Do you think people go back learning new
they
brands?
take cards.
Or do you
yes.
think you
in
take cards?
by virtue of cards, yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's more directional than even the numbers. Like
Yeah.
literally, we've had brands who have fought with us, and we're like, we're wanting to change this up, even though you're a regular and you only
Yeah.
do Yellow Blossom and nothing else in Delhi. Don't take the same goddamn place. Like it's literally like you can be blindfolded. You'll come
And
and you'll
you'll
like
walk
this
straight to
person
their
that's in
stall,
back. Because
yeah.
we have these
Yeah.
6-7 people that just want to always
Yeah.
be there.
It's like the blind
But
school
I
mela.
think it's like
doesn't
it's recall value
It is.
that we know you're there, so we don't
Yeah.
even know
It's
what
like
your
going
name
into
is.
a
We
mall,
don't-
right?
yeah.
You know you're going to turn in and turn right and find
How
Zara.
interesting. That's what they want to do.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like
they
imagine if one day H&M and Zara interswapped. You
Yeah.
know, you would be like, what the
What
hell
is
has
going on?
happened? You know,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't
Yeah.
have your bed.
But
Yeah.
we do have this thing where post the exhibition, this is next to the stage on the right, it was this stall and whatever, so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
works
yeah.
more like that.
I want to talk about a few pointers that I think, like you guys being experts, 2 big shows, I want to know that what are some of the things that brands that want to be a part of Yellow Blossom, want to be a part of Design Mill, what should they, what are some of the learnings they should come with? For example, I would say like, how important is now, I know you've answered this a little bit before, but how important is display and exhibit, for example?
Very important.
It's very important.
Visual
100%,
merchandise
yeah.
is
Yeah.
you're selling visually. Like
Yeah.
people are coming to the exhibition
Yeah.
because of touch and feel and look and feel.
So what would you advise to the brands? Like, come
So-
with what?
No, so my fundamental advice is because I'm a spatial designer,
Yeah.
So my fundamental advice is if you're given a space, don't try to cramp it up with an extra rack. Earlier we would sell it by the rack.
Yeah.
Now we sell it by the space because we want to allow that freedom to our exhibitors.
Yeah.
But that's got a flip side because what they do is in a space fit for 2 racks,
Yeah.
they'll essentially fit in 3.
Yeah.
I get it because they want to kind of
Maximize their
maximize.
Yeah.
But what they
value,
don't
yeah.
realize is that they're blocking entry into their stall.
Right.
By adding that 3rd rack,
Yeah.
you're actually restricting, and if 3 people are inside that stall, a 4th
Which is
one
a
walks
jam.
away.
Right.
Or sometimes you just need to have your hero pieces. You can have stock,
Yeah.
on standby, but
Yeah.
you don't have to build a shop for a one-day exhibition. Be
Right.
smart with your layout, be smart with your selection.
Yeah.
Midday, change it up. If you feel like that 3rd rack was better, swap it up. But don't stuff it. Don't
Right.
overkill your space.
So
by-
you're saying to the brands who are possibly watching this or who want
Yeah.
to be part, then that one suggestion that you have is like, don't jam too many things in
Yeah,
the same
a stall, a brand with 500 SKUs will not sell better than one with 100.
Yeah, got it. What about you guys? How important do you think, or what kind of an advice would you give to your prospective clients who want to come and be part of your show? What do you think you want to tell them about display and exhibit? How important is it?
I think we have, even we sell by the space, but then we have a restriction on the number of racks you can put in that
Okay.
space, because even we are cognizant that, it should look open, it should look welcoming, it should
Yeah.
look visually inviting.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier as well, brands have told us, come and told us that, oh my gosh, like your layout is so nice, so open. As a shopper, I would love to shop at your exhibition. So yeah, of course, display is very important.
Yeah. Okay. And then moving on to talking about like, what if like there's a brand or a couple of stalls that aren't really performing up till like midday, let's say. Around midday, they realize, oh, listen, I don't know what's happening, but we're not moving anything. What advice would you give to someone like that who's going through that?
We try to help them, like we try to like push crowd towards
Okay.
their
Yeah, we
stall.
try and direct
Yeah.
our clients, people we know there, or like we would change into an outfit
Yeah, we
from
would
that
wear an
brand
outfit
or
from
something
that
like that
brand,
to
yeah,
help out.
yeah.
Do an extra story maybe on our page, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. What about you guys? How do you help out, or what do you advise to the brands if something's not working out for them till midday?
I think it's always then a lot to do with the product. Like if the footfall overall is not a reason,
Yeah.
then you need to kind of internalize. We need to internalize as hosts,
Okay.
and they need to internalize as a brand why it didn't work. Was it the product? Was it visual merchandise? Was it the price point?
Right.
Was it that they're doing something which is overdone?
Right.
Or if there is no because the pulse is to shop.
Right.
So if you're a brand that is, not doing well, where next door somebody's killing it,
Yeah.
then you need to internalize.
They need
So
to internalize.
very similar to what you said, we do
Yeah.
the shout out in the stories or whatever.
Yes.
We put up their pieces or things like that, and we direct people to them. But I think a lot of it is just wait and watch,
Yeah.
because a lot of
Yeah.
things do turn around.
Yeah.
At the most unexpected times, they'll just suddenly turn around, and at the end of the day, all the worry is kind of out the window.
Okay. So you think like they should wait it out? Like I think earlier Devika had said it that like maybe try switching that third rack or whatever. So maybe sometimes just switching things
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
To put
Or
something
maybe
else out
change
there
the
was-
outfit that the designer is wearing. Sometimes, people,
Correct.
Yeah.
walk into your stall because of what you're wearing as well.
Absolutely.
So.
What do you think some of the most successful brands do even before the exhibition?
I think sometimes they do like influencer marketing on their own
On
as
their
well.
own, yeah.
To
And I think
promote
it
that they're
always-
coming to a particular show.
Yeah.
And I think personally inviting your clients by WhatsApp, I
That's
think
very
I think that is so important, and the
Yeah.
brands that take the effort to do that almost always see better results.
Yeah.
So
do you
if
guys agree? Do you have
Yes.
similar
Yeah.
answers?
I think
Definitely.
there's been this complacency that is set into brands that the exhibition
I
host
agree.
will do
Is in
everything.
charge.
It's their due.
We've
you
paid
know?
them, it's-
We've
yeah,
paid them.
yeah,
It's
it's
now
their
their
job.
job.
Yeah.
But what you don't understand is that every brand has their own following, has their own guest list.
Yeah.
It's so important. Somebody may have missed something on our handle, but if they're a brand loyalist,
Yeah.
they would want to know.
They look out for
Especially
them
with
as
the
well.
clauses and everything. You're not showing up very often.
Yeah.
You do not have retail space.
Yeah.
More often than not.
Yeah.
So it's such a good way to invite your base and use that database
Exactly.
to add to your sales.
Yeah,
so you're going to
absolutely.
amp up your sales,
Yeah. Totally.
So
But now tell me, when you said, like we spoke about, influencer marketing and all that earlier, I want to know that how do you, like you said, you guys don't have the bandwidth or even the mental space or the grid space on Instagram to promote every single brand that's participating, more in your case too. But how do you pick those that need to be promoted? Is it a paid promotion or is it what you feel like you're picking? How do you decide on those brands?
So it's not, we don't do a paid promotion,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, I think we have to be fair to the brands also.
Okay.
But for us, it's a mix. So we'll do our popular ones, our loyalists. We'll make sure that we have the new ones also on there, because they don't have that visibility, right?
Yeah.
And that's the entire
Yeah.
point of this platform. So we'll make sure we wear some of them also,
Okay.
so they're featured. And then we try not to overlap with whatever's shown already on the grid.
Okay.
So let's say if we've got 15 brands that haven't come on the grid yet, we'll try and pick from those so that then everybody is getting their fair share on
So
Instagram.
nobody gets missed. What about you guys?
I think we pick on the basis of course, since we do reveal some of the brand names, we do pick the ones which are more popular, who have a larger following or more well-known. But at the same time, in our content that we shoot, we always keep it a mix of brands, because at the end of the day, people come to an exhibition, of course, to see to shop from the well-known brands as well, but
Yeah.
also to discover new brands, right?
Yeah.
So we always have like sections like, the first timers at, like we'll have a reel with, first timers at TDM or
Yeah,
debutantes
yeah,
or whatever, stuff like that. So we try and pick brands on the basis of novelty as well as being bestsellers.
And being bestsellers.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good mix.
Yeah.
Do you guys get to shop at your shows?
All the time. I think
know,
my
yeah,
wardrobe
yeah,
is
yeah.
just
Yeah,
a mini
yeah,
pop-up of
yeah,
its
yeah.
own,
We
you know?
always
So we
do.
call for clothes for photo shoots and
End
we're
up
just like, this
shopping,
looks so
yeah.
good on us, that looks so good on us, let's
And
keep
then
this,
mostly
let's
those
keep
are the
that,
ones that
yeah.
you would keep
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think
That's the
as
reason.
curators of exhibitions, I think it is our job to also champion homegrown fashion
Yeah.
personally as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of I'm wearing a homegrown brand right now
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
So I do end up shopping a lot at my own exhibition, at other exhibitions, and a lot of my wardrobe is mostly
But
homegrown
I
brands.
really
yeah.
like your dress collection. The
Thank
dresses
you.
that you wear. So tell me now, let me find out like top 3 dress brands homegrown dress brands that you recommend. You're saying
Vibrance?
Gulposh already, no?
Yeah, she's saying good.
I'm saying Gulposh. I've got Mesha.
I can only somehow think of Namza. I don't know why.
But Namza's never come to Yellow Blossom.
Nainpreet?
I'm not a Nainpreet girl at all.
Okay, I'll say Nainpreet. You say Gulposh.
Yeah,
I'll say
done.
Gulposh.
Take
Okay,
it.
so I'll say Nainpreet, Mesha, and I'm saying Pinwheel.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, hard to pick, but Dhari by Deepika. Love how she goes from summer to winter and love both.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah, so Dhari by Deepika for sure. 63 East, very vibrant, very affordable. Love their dresses. I mean, I love their fits.
Yeah.
Third would be Gulposh. I think they're doing a fabulous job.
Yeah.
Again, very easy,
That's
very
the one we shot
comfortable.
with.
Yes,
That was
yeah,
fun. That
yeah.
was fun. Yeah, very comfy.
Very
clothes.
comfy and very like you feel like you're home.
Also elevated at the same time.
Yeah,
Yes, nice.
yeah.
Manat, what about you? I know you're a solid girl. You're not a very printy person.
Not at
and
all.
very classic as a dresser in
Yeah.
your styling. So
Yeah.
3 of your top picks.
So I have loved Mesha for my winter wear.
Okay.
It's a no-brainer. Refined Revolution. She does the most amazing solids,
Yeah.
gorge, shirts,
Yeah.
skirts,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
in the most beautiful fabrics.
It looks quite nice.
And I can never go wrong with a Nainpreet.
Nainpreet.
Yes.
Nainpreet is but so much to select from.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot
Yeah.
shop from their website. It's
Yeah.
insane.
No, you have to shop in person.
You have to shop in
Yeah.
person. So I love your selection of dresses primarily because I keep seeing your reels and both of you look so cute. But I want to know from you, Nandini, 3 dress brands that you absolutely are your go-to.
I love SG for summer. I
Okay.
think I own like a lot of my wardrobe, my holiday
Yeah.
summer wardrobe is SG.
Yeah.
I love Boho Chic by Sukriti
Oh, yeah,
Jain.
she has cute
love
stuff.
her stuff, love
Yeah.
the colors, and I love Noib.
Noib.
Yeah.
Shoots, but then do you have your own
I
top
think
3?
Print Tonic,
Okay.
they have some very interesting prints. I also love Noib, it's like really my vibe, very
Yeah.
summery and fun. Our Love,
Our Love is nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a new one on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. No, not so new. They've been
now
with,
not
they've
so
been with
new,
us.
but
yeah,
I mean,
not
like,
so
yeah.
new. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not
They have a very
now,
different
not so
aesthetic. Yeah.
They what?
A very different aesthetic. It's not
Yeah.
the usual summery, flowery, all of that.
Yeah.
Like they do bold
It's
colors,
a bit playful
more.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You know, accessories, I'm a total accessory person. And I said this in my last podcast with Amama that, I'm a condiments girl when it comes to the culinary world. And I'm an accessories person when it comes to the fashion world. And I absolutely love it. But it would be amazing to know what you guys feel about accessory brands like shoes. So, like, you guys, both of you can tell me your top 3 shoe brands,
I
homegrown
think
brands.
Pari Pari, she does like really cute
Yeah.
summer footwear.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Cinderella is always, I mean, a
Cinderella's
bestseller.
always
I think
been a
needs no
bestseller.
introduction.
Yeah.
And Elvira, she does fabulous metallic, more
Yeah.
evening wear kind of footwear,
Very-
which is
very
so
nice
different.
heels, yeah,
so
very
different.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you guys? Any footwear brands that lift your antenna up?
ANS, which is
ANS.
a regular. I'm wearing it today.
Oh my god, ANS. Do you know, I mean, a line about ANS, they actually customize your heels. for you.
Yeah.
And they'll even
And they're the
customize
most-
the
and they're the
fit of
most
your shoe.
comfortable.
Did you guys know
It is
this?
the
I didn't
most-
know this.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, ANS is a brand that all the weddings, all the functions that you can
It
think
is
of.
the only way to survive.
I can own whatever heels in my
Yeah.
wardrobe.
From any
But
brand.
for a wedding, I will only pick Crimson or ANS.
Yes, that
Like,
was going to be my
mean,
second
all
brand.
those Jimmy Choos and Louis Vuittons
They do
in the
not work.
wardrobe
They're not
are
yeah.
sitting and are just for display.
Yeah.
And
No, they're
the
good for
only ones-
podcasts.
the-
Yeah.
They're good for podcasts, guys. They're good for podcasts.
But that's it. Like the Crimson,
Crimson, ANS, and Chalk Studio.
Chalk Studio.
I really
Studio.
like
That's
Chalk
very
Studio.
Chalk Studio also switches up their heels and all.
Yeah,
they can do
they
different
do.
designs.
Yes,
She's also
yeah,
pretty
they
good.
do a lot of
She's pretty good.
customization, which is great.
Yeah. But tell me about jewelry, like because there are so many out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to stick to 3. I would like 3, but go on. If you can give me 3 to 4.
So no-brainer is So Fetch. Very wearable, easy, you know.
Yeah.
They keep the trend, but also pocket friendly.
Yeah.
So that's one. Sitara,
Okay.
doing fabulous,
Yeah.
you know, fabulous chunky
Yeah.
jewelry, very like earthy,
Yeah.
but also, you know, also very like out there.
Yeah.
Then we have Zora. Zora does some fabulous classics
beautiful.
again.
And of course, then we have other ones like
Yeah.
Aquamarine and Tad that it's timeless.
Yeah,
You
but
can
they've
never
been
go
always
wrong.
been there.
You'll always
Yes.
find
But you have
something
one
like
more
that.
brand that comes on your show, like she does
Nishkala.
semi-precious.
Semi-precious is
Or precious, actually.
Permani.
Myra. Myra by Ambika.
She comes from Bombay.
She comes
Yes.
from
Every
Bombay.
year.
That's
She's
Myra.
very
She
good.
only
She's-
ever comes for Yellow Blossom.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah.
She's very good.
What about you guys? How does because I know that your curation, I feel the strength is in clothes, but I know that you definitely have some really cool accessory brands and they're not always repetitive. So tell me your accessory brands.
I think Anash has been a constant with us in all of our cities.
She really
and
changed the pearl game.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
made
she
really
pearls
did.
come back in
Pearl a trend.
fashion
When
and
no one was
how.
doing it, that's when
Yeah.
she started
Yeah,
it. It's
and
amazing.
Amama, I think, so innovative, so
Yeah.
different. I think
Yeah.
each collection is so unique.
Yeah.
Amama is
So I
amazing.
think
She's
Amama,
amazing.
Anash, they've been constants at
Yeah.
almost
Both
all
our
of our
shows,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other jewelry brands that you guys that comes to mind that you guys have worked with?
There's so
Mirage,
many,
there's
so
so
many,
many.
so
Yeah.
many.
It's
Yeah.
Runway hit
Tell
it.
me,
Yeah.
tell me brands that have been out of category almost. Like, has anybody had a hat brand?
We've had somebody doing bathrobes and towels.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't expect to find at an exhibition,
Bathrobes and bath salts.
but
very
it's all
interesting,
sustainable,
organic.
So it's all
nice.
done in their own factory in Kerala, and I think it's something that we all have got so used to in our houses, like
Yeah.
even across my
Oh,
family
really?
and all. The stuff
is
has
it
been
by?
Baradari.
Baradari.
Very, all these waffle towels and
Oh,
all, and
yeah,
the
yeah,
quality is
the sage
fantastic.
green ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
The
I know what you're
quality
talking
is
about.
fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any out
I
of
think,
ordinary
like quirky
category?
sunglasses. eye
We've had that,
candy,
yeah. We've had that. We've also had someone who was doing hand painted leather, so you could actually bring your
yeah.
bag or any
Like a designer
leather
bag
good,
and like a
and
old
she was
one
doing
you can,
live
yeah.
painting
Oh,
on the bags. Yeah,
At your shows?
At our
Yes.
show,
Oh,
yeah.
wow,
yeah.
that's different.
Sneakers, shoes, or
Yeah.
whatever, like bags.
But does she must be taking so much time, right? Does it happen?
It
on the
is.
show?
I mean, you can also, choose to do
Leave
it
it with
later
her. You
as
can
well.
commission it.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
commission it.
exactly.
But you could see her work and
Yeah,
tell her what
yeah.
you would like
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
go with.
I want to talk about a fantasy that you guys would like to fulfill in your exhibitions, like an exhibition fantasy. For example, no strings attached, no budgets attached to this. What would be something that you'd love to do at a show?
So I think we did it for our winter show. I've always fantasized a live band playing while Yellow Blossom is happening.
Yeah.
So we've had two parallel fantasies. One is with a live band and one is with beer flowing. So the one is fulfilled. And
The
by
other one
next
will be
winter,
still
by
up.
next
Where are you
winter,
taking this?
by next
Is there going to be a
winter,
rage
Turning
party?
into a party.
it's by next
basically
winter,
turning
I
into a
want
full
women
party.
being like halfway drunk through the show and then just shopping
Shopping your hearts
compulsively
out.
without even thinking. That filter will be taken away by the alcohol.
So impulsive, complete impulsive shopping. What about you guys? Do you guys have any fantasy for your exhibitions? Like think no strings attached. Like think the craziest stuff that you can do, that you can get away with. What would it be?
So, a lot of hotels actually don't allow F&B or alcohol or any of that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be great to kind of pair, make shopping a party. It's not just their,
But
just
you
a
think that
retail
won't take away
experience.
from the...
I mean, it might, but like you
It
said,
might.
we want crazy, right?
It's a
So let's just,
fantasy,
it's a
yeah.
fantasy. Let's
Yeah.
have a crazy party. Let's shop, get drunk, and shop even more.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so now getting back into the brand stories, we all travel so much, and most of us are sitting here are shopaholics, I can tell. So I want to know that when you go abroad, do you think of brands that you shop there and you feel like, oh, we need something like this in India?
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what brands make you feel like that?
so many brands.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it's never the very well-known brands. Like, I'll
course.
always walk into a quaint
course.
store, never even know the name of the label.
Yeah.
It happens to me wherever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was in Cotswold in the summer,
Yeah.
and I remember walking to the store, and they were selling like the most amazing sweaters, which were like the light knit, which is so perfect for Delhi.
Yeah.
You know, because you could wear it like way more than your cashmeres.
right.
And I was like, wow. And doing amazing socks, you know, amazing knit socks, which again you don't get here. So it could be anything, you know, when you're traveling, you
Yeah.
always see these very unique products, you know,
That you're
and
missing.
you wish you could bring them back.
That are missing in the mix. Do you have any of those?
I think our homegrown brands are doing a fantastic
Yes.
job of bringing an international aesthetic at an
Yeah.
affordable price point. So kudos to them for that. But I think one area where I feel there's so much scope to grow and dominate is basically like sweaters and like your
Winter
basics.
wear.
I mean, not your polyester H&M Zara sweaters. You were talking about like a homegrown label
So you
that
guys
does.
both feel that knitwear.
I think so, yeah.
Sweaters,
Because you know,
winter
either there's
wear.
Yeah.
cashmere or there's
I
this
think-
polyester knit.
I
There's nothing in the
think
middle.
for Indian homegrown brands, winter wear is basically tweed and fur, but it has so much
There's
more.
so much
So
more.
much more.
Yeah.
And you know, it's strange because in India in general, there is no central heating as a concept.
Yeah, that is.
So you're freezing inside
you're
your home
freezing.
more than
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah,
Right?
you are.
So you
Yeah.
feel that you would think that you would have different layers of pun intended layers of
Yeah.
winter wear,
Yeah.
right? Where you
Yeah.
feel like this is for that time of the year and this for
Yeah.
that time of the year. But we don't have that, and I think we miss that, and which is why thankfully we have brands that you guys mentioned that are bringing it together now.
Yeah.
That have jackets and stuff that I think like now tweed, like you said, fur, like you said. I saw so much of it
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
December
Yeah.
that I didn't see anything. Okay, I have my own. Can I please share?
Yes,
it?
Yes,
please.
please.
Indian winter wear. Where
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah.
it? I
Doesn't
wanna know
exist. Yeah.
Why?
True.
Why doesn't
Yeah.
it exist? Don't we have winters? And we have
Yeah.
majority of our weddings in winter.
In the winter, yeah.
We both know of a wedding.
I mean,
that
we do
just
have
recently
very
happened where
beautiful-
everybody froze.
Yeah.
We do
Why?
have like beautiful velvet wear brands and
But
stuff,
it's not-
but
it's-
yeah,
so
it's
it is
not a
very
whole.
limited.
Yeah, there can be so
I think
much
it's
more.
Indian wear
yeah.
in general
Yeah.
is not for winter.
I feel like
you know.
Indian plus winter wear equals velvet. Why?
Yeah, that's the
Why
only
can't
thing.
it be
That's
Or,
the
cost
only
or
thing,
it amounts
yeah.
to freezing your asses off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's
There's
never,
nothing
It's
else.
never in. There's never like in between. So like recently, I was thinking about it that I had to attend a wedding last year, which we ended up not going for. But I was thinking to myself that how will I style this without freezing? And the only brand that came to my rescue at that point, like when I thought was AMPM because I have those long
Yeah.
woolen coats that I
Correct.
can wear over something. But then again, it's only accessories that you're left
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
So any other of these voids that you feel like are missing and we can
Two
put it
more
out?
for me.
Yeah,
I
tell
feel
me.
kids wear.
Okay.
You know, like for me, having a daughter,
Yeah.
I still wait for those dresses to come with the beautiful lace and the Peter Pan collar and the little
Yeah.
the frills and the florals
Yeah.
and all. You don't get that here. I don't know why over here everybody likes to use this net.
Yeah.
And go
The
all
tulle
out and
and
the
the
poofy and the. I
Yeah.
mean, please.
I'm not
you
that
know,
person either.
Yeah.
Like my daughter never wore those big dresses either.
And I can never find good quality linen, whether it's table linen, you know, for the
Yeah.
bath, or whether it's bath linen, anything. You'll get these gorgeous hand embroidered towels, and like now we'll go to probably somewhere in South India and go to a convent who's still doing that.
Yeah.
These little things which used to be a lot in India,
Yeah.
it suddenly got replaced.
Sidetracked or replaced
Yeah,
or
and
something.
I think that's still a big market.
A big miss to that.
Yeah.
Any other categories you guys think that are missing for potential brands who are trying to grow now?
No, I mean, we said it. I mean, I
Yeah.
think winter wear brands, please look beyond velvet, tweed, and fur.
Yeah. So when you do travel, tell me like top 5 international brands that you absolutely have to shop at.
I think for me, it would be Sandro, Maj, very up my aesthetic. Aritzia, I love their leather pants, especially. Like, note to all, they make the best leather pants.
Nice, noted.
I mean, yeah, I think.
Yeah, what about you, Vedika?
I love self-portrait dresses.
Yeah.
That's really my vibe. Like
Yeah.
I love the lacy cut work, and Zimmermann, of course. I
Of
love the
course.
floral prints.
I think Farm Rio too. Like, you wear a lot of
Rio,
Farm Rio.
I love their quirky prints. Like
yeah, Farm Rio is a
yeah.
great brand.
Yeah.
And it's not still available that, that
I mean,
extensively.
yeah, a little bit on Agio Lux now
Yeah,
in India.
little bit. But that's not even part of like That's not even a fraction of what they really
Yeah.
have
Really,
to offer.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what about you girls globally? Brands that you just absolutely cannot let go of?
I love Suzanne. I think they do some amazing clothes.
Yeah.
I love ADL workwear wise. I think
Which one?
ADL.
ADL. Okay.
ADL has
Yeah.
got some really good
Yeah.
clothes. I think there's so many of them.
Yeah.
But also the lesser known ones, the
Yeah.
ones that are just there in your
Yeah.
boutique stores.
Yeah.
So
Do
much
you have
more
any
fun.
global
For
brands?
me, I think COS, which is now finally here.
Yeah.
Basic,
Barber.
elevated. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see you when you're
Yes.
saying. I can see you when COS and Reese are like,
Totally.
Can I
Yes,
actually
Reese.
ask
Oh
you?
yes, Reese.
Exactly.
Reese is
Exactly.
like, I remember it was a luxury when you were working there, not too much money, and it was such a luxury to go buy a Reese overcoat
Yeah.
for like 400 pounds.
But can I tell
Yeah.
you something? Reese makes amazing clothes for kids.
Oh,
Just
really?
by the
I
way.
didn't know that.
I didn't
the
know that.
best.
Yeah.
And boys.
Oh my god,
you have
really?
two of them, yes.
Oh, wow.
Really, really nice. Check it out. Next time when you
Yeah.
travel, London especially.
Yeah, the
they
London
have
Reese is the best.
They're the best.
Yeah.
But sorry, you were saying.
And Barber. I love Barber.
Okay.
But yeah, I think a lot of it is places where you just randomly walk in.
Yeah.
You know, you'll just
Yeah.
see some jacket in the display. And you're
I
like,
think
oh, that
that's
looks
part of like
interesting.
the fun of traveling.
Yeah.
You know, you just walk
Yeah.
around. You
Yeah.
you know just enter whatever excites you. You
Correct.
discover so much
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your trips.
Lovely. 3 stalls that a first-time visitor to the Design Mill should not miss.
I think this time it's our curation of Cal brands in Delhi. Can I give more than 3?
Of course.
So I think this time, I think the Cal brands to check out at our show are Nabo,
Okay.
Urmil, Juhi Bengani, Divya Kochar, Usha Bagri, Ojaswini. The list goes on.
Yeah.
And like I said, we have the largest curation of Cal brands in Delhi at Delhi exhibitions. So I think that's something that the
So they shouldn't
shoppers
miss
can look
this.
forward.
3 brands that always pull crowds, Vedika, according to you.
I think the bestseller at our show, Chambray & Co. from Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Then Pleats by Aruni. I think it's a timeless brand.
Yeah.
Then Usha Bagri from Calcutta.
Okay, nice. I see an overlap of Usha Bagri.
Yeah.
Must check out. Manat, what do you think about hair accessory brands that are doing really well today?
I think it's a undiscovered market, really. There's a lot, and they're slowly emerging,
Yeah.
but they're doing really well.
Yeah. So
I-
do you
I've
have
been
3 of them that
surprised.
you can name for me?
Hair drama. There's this one girl called Simran's Hair Accessories.
Okay.
I think these two are at the top of my head.
Amama does fab
And
stuff too.
Sofetch used to do these amazing hairbands and stuff as
Yeah.
well. Very cool.
Our mom also does some
Amama
really
Fab
also,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to you, Devika, there are 3 apparel brands that convert fast.
A very tricky one. Because I might name more.
That's fine.
In terms of conversions, I think Olela, fabulous conversion. Misri, Shivani Bhargav,
Okay.
and Rena's. Rena's. Oh my
Rena's.
god, can I just like reverse the order and make Rena's like number 1?
I think those who have heard it know that Rena's really does
Yeah.
convert well. And
Yeah.
their prints and their suits are just everywhere.
So
Yeah.
well priced too.
So
Yeah,
well
very
priced.
priced. I agree. I completely agree. Nandini, back to you. 3 sustainable brands that actually sell. And I know that
Okay,
sustainable
yeah.
brands do sell, but
no,
I meant like,
absolutely,
convert
absolutely,
in a platform like
absolutely.
this.
So I think Nesolo, again another Calcutta brand, but
Okay.
does fabulous sustainable stuff. There's also
Nandini, tell me a couple of names for sustainable brands that you feel like are doing really well.
I think Nesolo, another one of our Cal brands, fab stuff.
Yeah.
By Kaveri as well. She's a Chennai-based label, and she
Linen,
does
right?
fab linen
Yeah,
stuff for all
she's quite
ages.
good.
So I think these two really stand out for me.
Yeah. Tell me about Gen Z brands, Vedika. Do you have any Gen Z brands that you feel like, are very Gen Z in their vibe?
I think label Gen, they do very cool silhouettes.
Yeah, their jeans are outrageous.
Yeah, and even
Yeah.
Kapoor 2.0, the new line started by Dhruv
Yeah.
Kapoor.
That you feel is very like Gen Z.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Manat, tell me 3 brands that have recently surprised you.
Koi Beauty.
Okay.
It's just launched with us in the December show. I'm wearing her blusher today. I love her stuff. Highly recommend her stuff.
Okay.
Another one was Inara that launched with us last year. Raghavi's brand. It was really, really nice
Yeah.
Indian wear. Oh yeah, Neza.
Neza.
Yeah, this amazing brand for capes. not from Delhi. They
Yeah.
were with us in our winter wear, and I,
saw
had
them.
worn that cape, and I had to keep changing because every 1 hour she was like, "Okay, now this is sold out. Now this is sold
Wow.
out." And when I wore it, it just was like, "Okay, it's a cape, right?
See,
like
but
it's
winter wear.
beautiful,
Yeah,
but
winter
wear.
yeah, yeah."
Okay. Devika, what do you think are brands who have actually really caught your eye for their stall design?
So there was this brand that we had at our festive edit. They did Bandhan Dwars and they built a full
Oh yeah,
a
right at the
temple.
entry.
They built a
Amazing.
temple, and I was like, what are they selling? Is it aroma? Is it, like what are they like? Is it home decor? But it was actually just Bandhan Dwars. Really, really stunning.
What was his name?
Gitika Patola.
Gitika Patola.
Gitika Patela.
Patela. You know, I actually remember walking into that stall.
Yeah.
And I really thought that it was so well designed.
Yes.
And you don't say that at an exhibition.
Yes.
Right? Because
Yeah.
the stalls are stalls. They're like
Exactly.
cookie cutter stalls.
It
And
was
you
an
need this
experience.
Yes,
It was an
Absolutely.
experience.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth
Yes.
it. I agree. And
Yeah.
it was a very good timing because it was a Diwali show.
Yeah,
Correct.
in the Diwali
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And they did
yeah.
so fabulously well. Otherwise, in a show where there's so much clothing,
Yeah.
they would have gotten lost.
They could have
But
got
they
lost.
took our signature stall, they took a studio stall, and they built this entire thing overnight
Wow.
to sell Bandhan Dwars. And I
That's
thought
a
that
very
that
good
was-
answer.
yeah.
I love that. So this is what
Gitika Patela.
Gitika Patela, and before that you had mentioned
So no, I didn't mention. The other two would
Yeah.
be, one would be Gulposh.
Gulposh.
I think because she started out with the smallest space, and I was very surprised as how she kind of did it up, given that it wasn't a studio or
Okay.
a signature space, but it was a small stall, but just with the detailing, how she did it.
okay.
So
Nice.
that really caught my eye. And Misri always does a good job also. She always does these beautiful
Yeah.
overhead, coverings and
Yeah.
hangings and changes it as per the show. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Cool. Nandini, any 3 underrated brands in your opinion that really deserve spotlight?
I think, okay, in terms of underrated, I think Roha, because it's crazy. I mean, it's the most unassuming stuff.
Yeah.
And by 2 p.m., like, they're sold out. Like, they have empty racks. So it's actually really crazy.
Very nice.
The way that they sell at exhibitions. Another one would be labeled TJMJ. It's another Cal brand, who does our show. And initially, when they had applied, like, way back when,
Yeah.
we never took them on board thinking it may not work for our audience.
Yeah.
But they surprised us, like, how that this, the stuff
really?
is beautiful. And 2, they sold like crazy.
Oh, nice.
And I think another one of our Cal brands, Divya Kochar, also such well-priced stuff. Like, you see such beautiful embroidered heavy outfits for like 20, 25K. Unbelievable.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. What about you guys? Yellow Blossom has any, underrated, newfound talent?
Ashmaya did a fab job.
Okay.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Nadia Par, very unassuming but very effective.
Yeah.
I mean, just it's floral prints, but
Yeah.
done so beautifully
done. Yeah.
and so subtly that just kind of blows your mind. And Roha also is a beautiful
also.
brand.
Yeah.
Did really well with us and very unassuming again.
Nice, lovely. I'm going to move on to my next segment, which is myth or reality. Okay, I'm going to go one by one. So I'll start with you, Mannat. Is it a myth or a reality? Brands with big Instagram followings automatically sell better at exhibitions.
Myth.
It's a myth. Okay. Devika, jewelry always sells more than apparel at exhibitions.
Myth.
Okay. Vedika, discounts are the main reason people shop at exhibitions.
Myth.
What was the second one? Myth or?
Reality.
Myth or
Okay,
reality?
fine. Huh.
Nandini, a good stall design can save a weak product.
Reality?
It can save
It can
yeah,
save,
it can save
yeah.
it. Okay. Back to you, Mannat. Customers plan their shopping before entering an exhibition.
Reality.
Exhibitions are easy money once you've built a name.
A bit of both.
Okay. Bigger venues guarantee bigger sales.
No, that's a myth.
Myth. Running exhibitions is more logistics than creativity.
Myth, because it's a lot of creativity if you want to stand out.
Yeah, okay. Most vendors break even by day one. Actually, I'm going to not say day one because it's again for like Most vendors at Yellow Blossom break even by midday.
Reality.
Repeat vendors are more important than new brands.
Have you chosen me as the middle ground? Like I'm going to have to say middle for both my answers.
No, I'm randomly
Because it's like, no, both. You can't do without either.
You can't do that. I agree with that. Everything runs exactly as planned on exhibition day.
Big myth.
Last minute vendor cancellations are rare.
It's a myth. It happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Organizers actually get time to shop at their own exhibition.
Reality.
For sure. There's half of Yellow Blossom is on me right now.
Power cuts, missing tables, or wrong stall sizes are once in a while issues.
Reality.
Yeah. Okay. Real chaos happens on the show floor, not during planning.
Reality.
Okay. Influencers are the biggest drivers of footfall.
I think a bit of both.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Reels work better than static posts for exhibition promotions.
Reality.
Reality. Posting vendor lists early reduces curiosity.
Maybe a bit of
Maybe,
both.
Yeah.
Bit of both. Okay. WhatsApp is still the most powerful promotional tool.
Reality, 100%.
Okay. Social media hype always converts to sales.
Reality.
Okay, that's it. That was done. So now I just want to say what a fun conversation this was. As a fellow exhibition attendee, I am just always so glad to be at both the shows equally, because I feel like what you guys bring to the table is so awesome and it's so fun. Like, you know, whether it's a day spent at yours or if it's like 2 good hours of solid shopping at yours, it's a lot of fun. I want you guys to keep it going. I hope you guys get more cities. I know you guys are getting more cities, so that's amazing. And thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did.
I
Not
want to
over
ask
till it's
you-
over. It's not over till it's
Ask you,
over.
what is your favorite, since you asked us to DJ and remember all our brands?
Okay,
Yeah.
top
What are your
three.
top 3 favorites last year in Yellow
Give me a
Blossom?
category, no? I have so many.
In Western wear.
Oh, that's the toughest category for me. Oh, God. Western wear, I think I am really loving recently, right? I think like I want to be a little bit more valid. I feel like in Western wear, I do enjoy Deepika Nagpal, but I feel like she's just so popular with so many people
Yeah.
that it's difficult to shop
Yeah.
from her, right? Other than that, in Western, I actually don't buy so many Westerns from exhibitions. I feel like I
exhibition,
buy more
right.
Indian wear.
So, what is your one signature piece in the last 10 years of Yellow Blossom? That one piece you bought,
Yeah.
and every time you wear it, you remember you got this at Yellow Blossom.
I think it has to be from Misri. I bought an Anarkali from her, and because I bought an Anarkali, you know it must have been yours.
Yeah.
So I bought an Anarkali from her, and I still wear it, and I really like it, and I feel like it's one of those, again, homegrown brands.
Yeah.
She's nowhere in one of the big stores.
Yep.
But you know, she does a good job, and her I think her outfit does the job
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's set out
Yeah.
to do.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
And a question from our side.
I expect more from you guys.
Yeah, no. Okay. What do you love most about the Design Mill, and a brand that you saw at our show that you haven't seen at any other
I
exhibition
think
in
there'll
Delhi?
be many of those. She told me on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. But tell, okay,
definitely.
to tell us a brand or 2 or 3 that you've seen at our show that you haven't.
So I have mentioned this, that I love the curation at the Design Mill. Every time I come to Design Mill, I feel like there's more than a certain number of brands that I don't know, which is also really fun for a person who's a shopaholic. Right?
Absolutely.
So I love that about Design Mill. I do like it that it's compact, because it makes it easier for me to even attend it when I don't have that much time.
True.
So it's awesome to have that. I have shopped at your show, I promise, and you guys have seen me walking out with bags, but I do remember a Calcutta brand, and you will help me with the name, but I will
Yes,
describe
tell me.
it. She made these jacket and skirt sets. I also shopped Nuria from the Design Mill,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Nuria
I
is
remember
another
that.
great brand.
yeah,
who
I
does
remember. I remember you said that you've always seen it online, but you weren't sure of how it would look
Exactly,
on you
Yeah.
and the fit,
Nuria
and then
is
you saw
something
that.
you need
yeah.
to try on.
Yeah,
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 absolutely.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Nuria is amazing at what they do. And so very similar outfit I bought at another brand, but she does a very It's something Punjabi something. I
Son
wanna
of
say.
Tamanna.
No. She's
Punjabi
like a
is-
no, like she meant like a skirt and a cape, a
Yeah,
skirt
but
and a
I
shirt.
think there's something. But and she's from Calcutta. I know that.
Okay, that's going to be tough because we have so many of
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
But
yeah. But she's from Calcutta and she does this. I bought the black floral set. I can tell you what I bought. The black floral.
Was it
I'm going to have to
jacket.
come over and
Was
look
it
at your.
printed?
It was printed.
Juhi Bengani.
Yes.
Ah, there you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that was it. But she's from Calcutta, right?
Yes.
So I bought a set from her, which I've worn like 2-3 times now, and I've always.
Her
really
stuff is
enjoyed.
really quirky
Fab.
and
Her
different.
stuff is quite variable and it's fun, and I think Design Mill does that eventually. Like with all the brands, is that the clothes are not. They're not very like extremely classic that hold a space in your
Yeah.
wardrobe. They're more like really trendy wear. Like I would pick up like 2-3 outfits
Yeah.
from your show for that season.
I mean, it is. I mean, it target. I mean, the whole the curation is
Yes.
like it's young, cool, lesser known
Yes.
designers under 30K brands you won't find anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So really, I like that you appreciate that.
Yes, I do. I totally do.
Good.
Yes, I
but this
wanna
was so
know-
much fun.
Yeah,
This was
thank you
so much
for
fun. Thank you for having
It was
us.
so good to chat with these girls as
Yeah.
well and get a different perspective into
Share
things.
ideas and all of
Yeah.
it. So it was super fun.
Can two powerhouse exhibitions get along? Myth or reality? I think it's a
Yeah,
reality.
reality.
For sure.
We were discussing
For
how there's
sure.
space for everyone in this
Yeah.
package.
Yes,
you know?
there is. Of course, there is.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So I had a last question for you. Anything that you want to say as a, it's not really a question, it's more of a parting note, but anything, because you're such a shopper and you're frequent to our shows
Yes.
and others.
Yes.
Is there anything that you wish we did differently?
That's a very good question, to be honest. I think you guys already put in a lot of effort to make things different every time, right? Including your last winter show, which had beers flowing and live music and all of that, which was awesome. I don't entirely miss something. I feel that, like I said, I think I miss categories. I miss Indian winter wear. I'd love to see that. I miss Indian wear for kids that is comfortable. I miss comfortable shoe brands that really hold up even after years. You know, not just like a brand that's come and, you know, like made a splash and great, but then 1 year down the line it's all falling apart. That does not mean good to me, right? That doesn't do any good to me. So when I say that, I think with your show, I think just the bar is set so high. You know, you guys have already got like so many people under one roof.
Yeah.
At one time for one day.
Even
I think we
customizing
beg-
your shoes.
Customers, I think, must beg for you guys to do a 2-day show because they cannot possibly, you know, shop their hearts out. Even then, it falls short.
Yeah.
So I don't think, I feel like do this beer thing
Yeah.
again and
Yeah.
do this fun thing and, you know, add like another element to it. But
Right.
nothing that will take away from the shopping, I feel, because then it
Yeah.
gets diluted.
Correct.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Thank
That's
you.
fine.
Thank
So fun.
you.
Yeah.
Amazing fun. Yes, of course.
This is nice.
I am there's nothing, you can do nothing to get me out to like make sure I have to come to the shows and shop.